Alright guys, I know I'm signed off for the year, but too many other YouTube machinists are quitting. I mean, Maddie's workshop gave it up for quite a while after battling cancer, and he's back finally after I think a year. Shark River, Stephen Lang, I haven't seen him for a long time. I think he's also having some health problems. Harold with Amateur Redneck Workshop just completely threw in the towel. He quit. That was a good channel. I had a blast when he did those live feeds with all the other YouTubers and machinists. So there's a whole bunch of things here I think are really worth sharing. You may want to pick up one of these items for the holidays. So I'm releasing this video now instead of next year. See you next year. Just wanted to give a little update on this. I said the deerskin Tillmans were thin. You could feel the heat through it. This is the kid skin baby goat that I decided to start using or trying out. So I did some TIG welding the other day, and I was trying fusion welding, which is where you're just melting two things together. I had 2 1/2-inch nuts butted up, and I was going to go down the seam to melt it and weld it together. I was successful in it, but when I took my helmet off, the whole 2 nuts were red hot, almost orange hot, like whoa. So I waited for it to cool off. Guess I didn't wait long enough. I mean, the red hot was gone. I figured it was okay to touch it. I picked it off. It was being held by a magnet, and the magnet has plastic in between, and the plastic was smoking, so I wanted to get it away. I just went back and dropped it as fast as I could. I didn't feel anything through the gloves, but when I looked at the gloves, oops, it burned it. It was black. I've already scraped some of the black off with the sharp edge of a knife. I didn't feel it. Excuse me. But it burned the gloves. So I ruined a brand new pair of gloves, maybe ruined, I don't know. The tip of this thing is kind of screwed up, but so I just wanted to give some feedback on that. You know, you won't get burned with these gloves, kid skin gloves, but boy, you can sure damage the gloves in a hurry. Alright, I'm trying to get the camera in real close so you can see this. A lot of people do not know this, and this changes how you're going to work or think about a reamer. Tapered edge reamers are different. They have their entire edge is cutting. The straight reamer and a spiral reamer are both the same. If you look at the cutting edge completely, what you'll see back here is there's the edge, and then there's a flat surface. Now I don't know if the camera, I'm trying to look to see if the camera can see that flat edge. It's a shiny flat edge here, no cutting edge on it, and then you have the relief angle behind it. So the reason is a reamer is a precision sort of drill. You want that hole perfect. So what happens is they make it so that just the tip, I can't really show that or angle it, but just the tip does the cutting on these reamers. The rest of it is along for the ride. So if you're worried about run out or angles or something like that, destroying the hole, it won't. This whole edge, the whole length here will not cut. Only the very tip. If you look at the very tip of it, you'll see that's the cutting edge. That's how they do an absolute precision hole. Like when I'm trying to do like an 8mm bore for a gear, it's exactly 8mm. So, alright, just wanted to share that one. Alright, 2 things I want to share with you guys here. First up, these are the 2 edge finders that I have. This was the first I bought. I think it's the 3/8. Worked great, but 9 times out of 10 I always have the 1/2-inch collet in the mill. So I was using the tab follower, a chuck was in there, so I wound up buying the Mitutoyo 1/2-inch. So now I don't have to keep changing the collet out. Made it really nice. But the problem with these is if you have to measure something circular that's real big, you know, I've got it clamped in the vise this way, and I need to find the center here. You can't do it with these because it's too big and it starts hitting this part here. So it hasn't happened to me a lot, but often enough. So I thought, okay, let me go and order one of these guys. This is a Fowler. I ordered the Mitutoyo one first off Amazon. It's $16, I guess, with tax. This was $19. But the Mitutoyo isn't going to be, it's shipped by Amazon, sold by Amazon. It's going to be here in 2 more weeks, and I didn't want to wait. So I saw this one. This was $19 off Amazon, delivered today, one day. Ordered it yesterday. Said it's audible, and I have this because of the big cylinder. I can easily now get down, being 1/2-inch too, because like I said, 9 times out of 10 I always have a 1/2-inch collet in the machine. But it's interesting, it's got a flat machined edge here. It doesn't go all the way up. This part's round, but this, and I'm wondering, how does it make audible? I thought maybe it was a snap action or something like that. I'll take you over to the mill here in a minute and show you how it works, and I like it. This is a keeper for me. I'll probably I'll probably cancel the other one since it's I don't even think it's been shipped yet. But so the picture, you know, the Fowler, $19. The picture on Amazon kind of shows this edge. There is a comment in the rating saying that that's 3 thousandths down. I calipered it with Mitutoyo's over here, and yeah, it is. It's actually 2.5 thou from this diameter to here with the flat edge. But it makes a snapping sound, which is really cool, and it's very accurate. So let me, the other thing that I wanted to share is I showed this stuff, the Mother's Mag and aluminum polish. I have used this stuff everywhere. It's incredible. I've used it on the plastic shield over the chuck, got rid of all the scratches. I've used it in bathroom sinks that have lime deposits or calcium deposits that you can't get out with lime away. All my sinks look brand new. But when I bought this, I bought the 10-ounce first, which is this one. The lid sucks. You couldn't get the lid on. I had filed and did a bunch of things. Still can't get it to seal. Bought the 5-ounce. Same thing. It's a better lid, but I think you can see, look, there's a crack here, and there's nothing over here. So I don't know what it is. So on Amazon, I ordered a jar, 10-ounce jar. And of course, you can't buy just one, so I have 4. I have 3 more. Label comes right off of that. Goes on this. The lid seals. Scraped everything out of that one. Most of it out of this one, and dumped it all in here. It's got a nice ring inside to seal with. So that's my solution. I like that. Okay, now I'll take you over to the mill and show you the snapping sound. Yeah, this thing is interesting. I don't know if you guys are going to hear the snap, so I'll take the mic off of me and put it close so you can hear this. It is accurate to 1 thou. I was going to set my DLRO to tenths, but I couldn't figure out where the setting was. So let's turn this on. That flat edge, you can hear it ticking when it hits the part. So I'm using the plastic. I didn't want to leave a mark on it, but I am anyway. I'm at 40, so I should be able to go down to 0 again because it trips at -1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's not tripping. Let me take the mic off, bring it over here so you guys can hear it. I'm going to go to -1. It's at -1, it tripped again, so perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this thing. This one was $19. The Mitutoyo that I ordered was $16. So I'm probably gonna cancel that. This, turn this mill off. Hey, I'm bummed that the plastic left. Yeah, it really did leave a mark on it. Does it come off? Yeah, it looks like it wipes off, so good. Interesting how it works. So that's the audible part of these things. You can hear the tapping. And I like that. I think that's really cool. Alright, see if I can turn this camera off. Alright, just finishing up with this. Move the camera over a little bit more. I was so excited with this one and that flat surface that you could hear when you're touching the part. That I'm gonna replace. This is the 1/2 inch, but it's the small 200 thou tip. I was gonna replace it with this one. It's spinning around. Yeah, you can see probably it's got the flat edge on it. I also managed to change my DRO down to 1/10 of a thou, so I can check it again. And I checked the other one out. Now the glass scales I have are only good to 2/10 of a thou. But I know from previous experiments I've done, these things are accurate to better than 1/10 of a thou. So yeah, the other one right on the money, and you can hear it. I originally tried this one and the other one with a steel V-block, Brown and Sharp, and you could hear the bigger one. You can't hear this one. I tried both of them. This is an aluminum. Take it out so you can kind of see. Where's my bead handle here? This is an aluminum angle block that I had made, and it's poking up higher. And again, the other one you can hear it. This one you can't hear. So I'm going to return this guy and bring my other one back out. I put it in the spare tools drawer. So, bummer. I don't know why you can't hear it, but you can't. So, I thought it was RPM maybe related. No, tried it at 300 RPM and then 600. No, you can barely hear it on the aluminum part. I didn't try the plastic V-block, but I did use the other one on both the steel V-block and this aluminum piece, and you can hear it. So, bummer. So, my advice, buy the other one. That's it. Don't try this one. It doesn't work. So, it'll go back to Amazon. Package came here, making some tool maker buttons or whatever. Got the plate to mount them on in the mill right now. Package came, postal service. I love this. This is completely illegal in California. It causes cancer. So Amazon won't ship it to me. And I found a guy in Houston that didn't care. Wow, what a packaging job. That's definitely ridiculous. A package and a package and a package. There, that. Trash. This. Okay, opens up. Yay, I finally got it. I only wanted one too, but this is all I could find that would ship to California. Looks like it just pops open, which is going to be nice. I saw this on another YouTube channel, and this grease looked really good for putting on change gears. I have a feeling it'll make it a lot quieter. Look at that. Beautiful, brand new tubes. I forgot what I paid for this. It wasn't much, like 10 bucks or something ridiculous. That looks nasty. Smell it. I'll get cancer now. Oh, it's melting. Yuck. Yeah, I have to wipe it down. But I finally got this grease, so I'm going to cover my change gears completely with this stuff. Alright, I just have to follow up here with this stuff. This stuff works. I saw this on Dee's workshop. He was applying it to his change gears. Most grease that you use when you apply it, especially gears, second that gear turns around, it just pushes all the grease out of the way and leaves, I guess, just kind of an oil finish on it. This does not. This stays put. I put on a pair of latex gloves, ran the lathe in gear. All the gears were spinning. I shoved my finger in this and just carefully touched the gear. One revolution, you could hear the noise it was making. The second that grease went around one revolution, all of a sudden, wow, quiet. Well, not dead quiet, but significant noise reduction. This is on eBay. You saw what I had to go through to get it. I paid $15 for 3 tubes. Came from some guy in Houston, Texas. So I highly recommend this. I'm going to be, I already took apart one of my drills and put this grease in there, and it's quieter. So I'm going to be taking a lot of tools apart, especially the angle grinders, and sticking this stuff in there. This is great. Okay, there are a ton of Me Too videos out there explaining thousands of things to verify if you have a genuine Mitutoyo caliper. There's 3 things you gotta look for, and that's it. If you want to watch all the other videos and compare, go for it. The box needs to say made in Japan right here. No knockoff has that. Second thing, the battery that comes with it, does it say made in Japan on the battery? If it doesn't, it's a knockoff. Third and last thing, open the battery compartment, look straight down in there, it's stamped in the plastic ABS. If that doesn't exist, it's a knockoff. That's it. Again, if you want to go and watch all the other Me Too videos explaining what this looks like, this, the screw doesn't come out, and blah, 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 forget it. Those 3 things. If you look for those 3 and you've got them, you're done. Wow. Move the camera up and over a bit. I am surprised. Well, first, I'm playing still with this gasoline, ethanol, and stuff in these small engines. Why is ethanol bad for a small engine and junk? Watched another video, which I think they're absolutely lying. It's a staged scene. They're saying Sta-Bil says on the bottle absorbs water. My bottle doesn't. I couldn't read the text on the bottle in the film because it's too far away from the camera. So, but in any case, they say gasoline absorbs water. Gasoline doesn't absorb water. Ethanol does. And if it gets too much water, it causes what's called phase inversion, where it separates from the gas and goes to the bottom of the tank. So I'm still wondering, why is ethanol bad for a small engine, but okay in your car? And they say, oh, ethanol absorbs water, which destroys the carburetor in small engines and the rubber. Well, you're putting ethanol in your car, which all the ejectors are rubber, and yet there's a site that says it cleans the ejectors. Like, okay, come on. But what I'm shocked of, I just took a piece of aluminum from the junk drawer, put it in this water, pure water, tap water. 6 o'clock this morning, it's 8:40. So it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. There's a film all over the top of the water, and the part is pitted. Like, whoa, this attacked in a hurry. Does it come off? It left pits in here. So yeah, water is not going to destroy the plastic gas tank on your leaf blower, the plastic fuel lines, but when it gets into the aluminum carburetor, it's going to affect the jets. This is surprising. It really is pitted. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there's a lot of pit marks all over the... Can I feel them? Can I see them under the magnifying glass? Probably. Boy, it's just in only 2 hours, 40 minutes, basically 3 hours, and it's caused damage. Now, be it, this is pure water. I don't know how much water is in the ethanol from the atmosphere. It's supposed to absorb it, a hydrocarbon. But yeah, it's gonna play with your jets, I guess, which are all aluminum. You know, these small engines have aluminum carburetors. I don't know how much in a car is aluminum, but yeah. So I just wanted to share that find. That's absolutely surprising, and I don't know what it is. It's floating on the water, and the water is slightly discolored. It's yellowish, I guess I could say. Okay, just wanted to share that. I'll throw this out. Alright, not too many people, I don't think, know about this. But I've got one very expensive Norton stone, this guy. Rough side, smooth side. I'm always using the smooth side on all my cutters, end mills, you name it. And after a while, yes, it isn't flat anymore. So if you're trying to do a planer blade or chisel, you're not getting a nice straight edge, so it has to be flattened. I bought this guy a long time ago off of Amazon, and it does work. It's got a smooth side and a coarse side, and this is the actual block here. It stays soaking wet forever. So yeah, I had ruined the box, thought it was dry and it warped everything, but so you got to leave it out for like 2 days or so for it to dry out. But you can see it's got all the little grooves in it. And what I do is I'll put it in a pan. This is an old tray that my wife was getting rid of. I'll put it in the middle and I'll fill it with water so it just covers the top of the stone, and then you just run the stone back and forth, and boy, you see it come off real fast. This guy I abused so bad. It had major grooves in it, and while it was out, it just, and boy, it came off real fast. And it appears to be really flattening things out, so I just leave it on edge now on a paper towel over here, because I know it's going to be wet for a long time. But yeah, sharppebble.com or something, dual grit flattening stone. That's what it looks like. Can't remember what I paid for it, but I know it did come off of Amazon. I think I have two different ones. There's a flat one that's diamond that I bought, but this is the one I use the most.